So I'm back. So we still in Cancer season. It's the 4th of July. So shout out to all of the Cancers out there. It's y'all season. Turn up. In this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the Cancer zodiac sign, giving my experiences with Cancers, giving the good, the bad, and the ugly about Cancers from my experience, like I've been doing with all the zodiac signs. So getting into Cancer. So the interesting thing about Cancer is that Cancer is probably the least sign that I've been dealt with. Like, I have met the least amount of people of this zodiac sign. I definitely have dated the least amount of people, Cancer, than any other zodiac sign. I actually didn't date or talk to a Cancer until maybe 2 years ago. So, and I'm 34 now. So throughout my 32 years, for whatever reason, I never dated a Cancer girl. I never talked to a Cancer girl seriously. Like, they was the only sign that I really never dated or really ever seemed to come across. But when you look at astrology, with me being an Aquarius, it says that Cancer is one of our least compatible zodiac signs, along with Pisces and Taurus, which all three I agree with because all three of them signs, for whatever reason, I don't click with. But I click probably with Taurus the most, but Pisces and Cancer is kind of a no-go for real. Um, so with that being said, now I have had two Cancer friends. Like, one was a co-worker and the other one was like in our friend group because one of my closest friends was a Scorpio, and he was real cool with the Cancer because they both water signs, so they was real cool. So he would always come over, and at one point, me and the Scorpio had a house together, and the Cancer dude would come over from time to time and hang out and stuff like that. So I kind of got to observe his personality. So I just want to start off by saying that the most is that because I'm breaking down my experience with Cancers and then of course what it says in astrology and what I have observed, but I'm just saying that Cancer is the least sign that I have dealt with out of all zodiac signs. But one of the reasons for that, one of the things I have noticed recently about Cancers, like I said in the title, is one of the most closed off signs, zodiac signs that there is. Like, all water signs are kind of closed off, but Scorpio likes to be mysterious with it. It's more so like they don't want to show their emotions. Scorpios don't want you to know what they think. Like, it's all like a manipulation power type of thing with Scorpios. With Cancer, it's generally because I do feel like they are scared of getting hurt and they don't want to open themselves up to anybody. Because I'm pretty sure that Cancers, most of them know that they are emotional people. And like I put in the title also, I think that they are the most emotional sign. And with Cancers, knowing that they don't like to get caught up with too many people because they don't want to be emotional or get caught up with bad energy because we know water signs give off of emotion and people go off of vibes. So Cancers can probably really pick up on people vibes a lot, and they don't even want to get bothered with most people because especially if they've been hurt before. Because another thing I've noticed about Cancers, they also known for not being able to get over things and holding on to the past. They say that like Cancers like to think about the past a lot, what happened to them in the past, past family events and stuff like that. Cancers is real big on memories and holding on to stuff for memories. So with that, a Cancer has a bad experience or been hurt or come from a troubled family, that really affects them going forward and can make them closed off and not really able to love. Good example is 50 Cent. 50 Cent is a Cancer. And we all know how 50 Cent personality is when it comes to things like he really not able to get along with nobody. He done fell out with everybody, even the people in his group. 50 like is a hard person. 50 never been married, had problems with his own son. So when you look at that, and all of that comes from because if you know 50 Cent mom was murdered, I think when he was 9, he never knew his dad. He was raised by his grandma. And I always said that that's part of the reason why 50 is such a bully and such like that type of person because he never really had a family or someone to really depend on. Then he had a bad relationship with his first son. So that lack of a family that's important to a cancer, I think has really affected 50 Cent and showed like what I'm saying about cancers, if they have a bad situation with their family or even a real relationship, like cancers could be the ones like if they get divorced or let's say if their husband is cheating or wife is cheating, that can affect them more so than almost any other zodiac sign to where it's really hard for them to recover from that. What else about cancer? So my brief experience from the cancers that I have known, and the two that I have dated briefly, because I think I talked to three cancer girls, but only one was really serious. The other two, like we went out on a few dates, we hung out a couple times. It was what it was. So what I got from them and what I got from the two cancer friends that I had, the ex coworker and the one that was a part of our friend group, is that cancers are low key. They also can be, a lot of cancers are shockingly funny people and outgoing people, but it's only when you really get to know them. And like it does say in astrology, like cancers, like I said before, it's closed off. They don't let people in. A lot of cancers, because there's even been cancer. That's why I said it really didn't go too far because with cancers, they so closed off and you have to really, they might be the type like you have to really fight for them, fight for their attention, really show them that you want them. Like go the extra step. And somebody like me, probably why Aquarius and Cancer is not compatible is that I'm not going to do all of that. So, but they really into that. They really want to show that you really friends because I do believe that Cancers is one of the most more loyal signs. I'm not saying that they don't cheat because a good example of a cancer is Derek Jackson. If y'all don't know who Derek Jackson is, he was a relationship coach for women. He was big on YouTube. He was like a big YouTube personality like 10 years ago. And he used to always be pro women and tell women never deal with cheating and you better leave that man if he not treating you right. And then the whole time, come to find out, he was cheating on his wife because he was married and he was cheating on his wife left and right, basically being a hypocrite. And then what's funny is that the one uh cancer coworker that I knew, he cheated on his baby mama all the time, both of them, to the point to where his first baby mama left him for a woman, and the second baby mama just left him and put him. They both put him on child support. So, and he was also very emotional because he I seen him jump on this girl one time when we was at a party. He ended up jumping and beating up on this girl. Um, he used to always be into stuff. Then the other cancer dude I actually knew that was in our friend group, he actually slept with his best friend, his good friend's wife on the crazy story because he was living with his friend and his wife and why and the wife and his friend cheated on his wife before when it was younger, so the wife wanted to get back and cheated with him. So yeah, so when I say loyal, I mean maybe it's just the women more so because like I said, from all experience, I know a lot that cancer men do be cheating a lot. But I always say that there's two type of loyalties. There's the loyalty when it comes to being faithful in a relationship, like not cheating, but then it's the loyalty of always being there for you. Like if you need me, I'm gonna be there for you. If you call, I'm gonna be there. Like it's two type of loyalty. And I think the cancer more so for like in a friendship type, like if you need a cancer, they'll be there for you. If you call them, they'll be there to lend you money whenever you need them, like that type of loyalty. But what else? So that's one thing that I have noticed that about a lot of cancers. Then Shannon Sharp, who birth chart I broke down, he's a Cancer sun and moon. Uh, he a Gemini Mercury, but So he a sun and moon in Cancer, and you see a lot of Cancer traits with him. Like Shannon can be real sensitive a lot of times. You see on the podcast, can definitely be emotional, ready to fight. And that's another thing too I notice about cancers is that cancers will fight you, and they are like people. They don't come across as a violent sign, but they definitely could be a violent sign because what do it say in astrology? The water signs. That's why I said there's no coincidence that the most serial killers are water signs, and then Virgo I think is through in there. So, but Virgo is the most common sign. So when you got more of them than other signs, that could be the reason too. But water signs, Pisces and Cancer especially is have the most serial killers. And if you look at it, a lot of boxers and a lot of fighters is cancers and Pisces. Once I start doing the research, like when it comes to sports like basketball and football, it's mostly air and fire signs. But when it comes to like fighting, it's mostly water signs like cancers. I know Floyd Mayweather is a Pisces. Um, Khabib, if you know UFC, that he was undefeated, one of my favorite fighters. He's a Cancer. I think John Jones is a Cancer, who birthday just passed. Mike Tyson is a Cancer. There you go. Mike Tyson is a Cancer. Um, who else? It's some more that I'm missing though, but a lot of fighters are water signs. So you have to think about that too, and because cancers will be get violent with you, they will try to fight you because they're emotional, and that's what you have to deal with emotion. Like that's why I said it's no coincidence in astrology that the most violent people is the most emotional people. Like so, and I find, like I said, that to be true. You could look at, like I said, Mike Tyson is another person. Look at how Mike Tyson personality is. So yeah, that's something that I have observed, and then even like the cancer girls who I dealt with, like they was real like snappy, like cancers, because I already made the video that Aries is the hardest sign to deal with, but cancers is probably second when I'm coming like to where they real hard to deal with because they real moody, so you never know what you're gonna get. Then they're emotional, then they're represented by the crab. So a lot of cancers are like crabby, like a crab, but then they also can be possessive. That's another thing. A lot of cancers can be possessive because they like to hold on to things like the crab's claw. So you see that a lot with cancers also. They don't like letting go, and that can help, and that's getting back to the past. That's why they don't know how to let go of their past a lot. They don't know how to get over things a lot. So, what else? Well, I feel like I'm just speaking on all of the negative. So let me think of some positive about cancers. Um, Cancers are compassionate people. That's why when you look at like Shannon Sharp or if you know Vlad TV, Vlad is also a cancer. Who else? I'm missing somebody else that talk for a living. But come to find out, like a lot of cancers do like interviews and podcast, and they really try to talk and get to the depth of a person. So because cancers, I do think they are empathetic, just like Pisces on the same positive thing when it comes to the water signs. Cancers are definitely empathetic. One of the cancer girls I was talking to, she definitely helped me out when I was think my car I lost my car. Yeah, I think I lost my card and she had loaned me some money, like no problem. And we had just met each other, matter of fact, and she had ended up helping me out. And matter of fact, my one of my friends is married to a Cancer and he a Aquarius. And I always wondered like how did that work? Because we're not really compatible with cancers. But he told me that his wife was soon to be his wife, but when they first started dating, he went to jail, and his wife bailed him out. Like his wife was the only one who would bail him out, and he said that they had only been dating for like 2 months at the time, and his bail was like $1,000 or something like that. So that he said that showed him that she's real or whatever. Like, we just met and you will use your money to bail me out. That's what made him attracted to her. So things like that cancers can do. Like cancers can be giving people, helpful people, be there for you when you need them. Definitely. I see that a lot with cancers on the positive side. What else? They can be given to, like I already said, just like Scorpios, and Pisces, like all of the water signs are givers. Like they will help you out. They will give. They not stingy. They not selfish like an Aries is. Like kind of like the more fire signs would be. Um, that's something else about good about cancers. Then, like I was starting to say earlier, I think I got sidetracked. Cancers are funny people when you get to know them, like how Shannon Sharp is hilarious. He's a great talker, especially if the Cancer have a Mercury in Gemini. They really gonna be funny and able and the talkative people. Think Plies, if you know the rapper Plies, he's also a Cancer and he got a Mercury and Gemini. So him and Shannon Sharp, they both known for being funny people and cracking jokes. What else about Cancer? Um, Cancer we know rules the home like just like the opposite of Capricorn. So we know a lot of Cancers have good homes. They know how to decorate. A lot of Cancers are good at decorating. I noticed that a lot. Putting themselves together. A lot of Cancers can be real good when it comes to dressing up. Um, what else about Cancers? Then something that they always say about Cancer men, um, that well, this is what I heard from women is that a lot of Cancer men can be, and you see that with Shannon Sharper even implies too, like they can be, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like kind of more like on the feminine side because Cancer is a feminine zodiac sign. So I said this before, certain zodiac signs does better with men than women, and certain signs do better as women than men because of what the sign represents. So like I said, Sagittarius and Aquarius and even Aries, they're better as men than women because they're more masculine signs. So the things that get associated with them, like Sagittarius, being wild and free and not wanting to be tied down, that's more acceptable for a man than a woman because as a woman, you kind of come across like as a hoe, which a lot of Sagittarius women will come across as, versus like a guy is more acceptable because for them to be, cheating and dating around and stuff. For Aquarius being not emotional, that's more acceptable for a man than a woman because women are supposed to have some emotion. So, Cancers can really come off, I mean, Aquarius can really come off as unemotional signs. I mean, Aquarius women can come across as unemotional. So it can be kind of hard to deal with them because, it's difficult when a woman is not emotional. So she can be looked at as, cold as ice. Same for Aries. We know that Aries are got a temper and blunt and straightforward and kind of just do things without thinking and fighters and having a temper. That's kind of more expected as from a man than it is a woman. You get what I'm saying? So and then on the flip side, like Cancer, Pisces, really the water signs, because they are emotional. It's more so feminine and get associated with and do better for women than they do men. Because when you it's easier to be sensitive and moody and emotional as a woman than there is a man. You get what I'm saying? So that's why that is when it comes to a lot of time with water sign men that I heard a lot of women call them emotional or that they can act like women or and they say about cancers because cancers like to be nurtured because they are about nurturing. So some Cancer men could look for a woman that's like their mother that nurtures them like their mother does. Or they could look for their mother in a partner per se. Uh, so yeah, those some things off the top of my head about Cancers. And then when I when I was looking at celebrities to do for every season I do a celebrity or whatever, break down their birth chart. When I was looking at it, Cancer kind of has the least amount of celebrities because I was looking at all of the Cancers that I can do. I'm like, there's not a lot of famous Cancers like that. Like there's 50 Cent and Shannon Sharp, like the ones Mike Tyson, the ones that are named, but there's not a whole lot of Cancer celebrities versus like other signs when you really look at it. Like really look at it, it's not too many famous Cancers, and that goes back to them being in their shell and closed off. Like a lot of Cancers can be uncomfortable with the limelight and the spotlight. Like they really don't pursue it like how fire signs and air signs do. So that's something else that I noticed. But yes, that's cancers. I did vote cancers on the positive side. As one of the top three best zodiac signs to marry, along with Taurus and I think Libra. So when it comes to, and I can only speak to the women versus the men, but Cancer is a good zodiac sign to marry and to be in a relationship with because, like I said, they rule the home life. And even people with Cancer moons, women, they can be real nurturing. So that's why I said they can make good wives because they can be real good with kids and nurturing to the kids. Then they can be the type to cook for their man, clean up, really cater to their man, and really play that wifely duty because they rule the home life. So that's a positive thing also about Cancers is that they can make real good wives for sure. Um, so yeah, that's all things about Cancer, the good, bad, and the ugly in my experiences with Cancer. I'm out.